Hello, I'm Dr. Shoshana Garfield, and from this video you're going to learn more about releasing guilt and shame over times you've done stuff that you're very, very uncomfortable with, done things that have harmed others, and it's not really clear if you were forced to do them or not. I don't need to talk about what those situations are. If it's happened to you, you know it, right? So, in those cases, you were either, the context of that is it was either the best decision at the time, even though it may have appeared to be some free will. It could have been a setup, by the way, that free will aspect. It may not have been, but it may have been. Another is that it may have been getting caught up in what was happening around at the time. It may have been there were consequences for not doing it that may or may not have been immediate, but that were more undesirable than doing the thing you were doing. And a few other aspects like that. You get the drift. The morality is not necessarily clear-cut in these cases. And so releasing guilt and shame can seem like a much harder thing to do here. And I would be the last person to say that harming others is totally okay, so just get on with it. Of course I wouldn't say that. It's more like, as I said in another video, separating out who you are from what you do. That you are not the acts that you do. So if, for instance, you may go and buy milk in the morning, but you are not the milk buying person. That's the only label you can ever have your whole life. It doesn't contain all of who you are. It's way too small. Yeah? You are not to buy milk in the morning. What you did, if it sits uneasily with you, then there are probably reasons for that that are worth exploring. But if you can do that from a space of knowing that those acts don't define you, that they don't say everything there is to say about you, that there's more to you than that it's not the sum of who you are, then it's much, much easier to go into the exploration of that actually with a free heart already. The guilt and shame is just a lie about who you are. Guilt can often be useful for a few moments to kind of get you back on your own right track and be congruent with your values. Holding on to guilt for too long, it could be a bit like a pistachio shell. You know, you open up a pistachio, you eat the nut, you get what's good out of the guilt, and you take getting congruent with your values again, and you swallow that, and then you throw away the pistachio shell. You don't need the shells anymore. You don't need the guilt anymore. You can just chuck that away. Shame is inherently toxic. Any shame that you have over what you've done is a lie to you about who you are. Guilt is about acts. Shame is about being. And any shame you have about being is a lie about who you are. So it's really getting all these philosophical issues straight and really allowing yourself the possibility, starting now, of what I'm talking to you about being deeply and profoundly true. So with best wishes for your full recovery and complete congruence with your highest values. Bye for now.